And the Iran-Iraq War. Also, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and his college coach, John Wooden. Next week, Melissa Manchester, Christopher Atkins, and all week, Dolly Parton on Good Morning America. Good way to start your day.
I'm Steve Edelman.
I'm Stan Turner.
I'm Laura Turnick. And I'm Sharon Anderson.
And we're all just ahead on Good Company.
A powerful bestseller now becomes a major motion picture for television, The Seeker, starring Randolph Mantooth.
Thursday night at 7 on Channel 5.
Plywood, Minnesota. We're rolling out incredible savings on our entire stock of carpeting. Choose from hundreds of styles and colors of jute-back carpeting and get the padding free.
Free?
And 10% off installation. And every pre-padded carpet is specially priced 10 to 30% off. Save on hundreds of carpet remnants, too. 9x12 start at $39. Great carpet savings, but only through Tuesday, July 27th at Plywood, Minnesota.
Mother Nature created the beauty. Oh, we created the fun.
Like Tommy Bartlett's Ski, Sky, and Stage Show with the high-flying Starship 3 helicopter trapeze. And Tommy Bartlett's new Robot World. Make your summer magic at Wisconsin Dells.
KSTP TV, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Channel 5.
In Hill Street Blue.
And our field host, Gary Lumpkin, takes us to a rodeo where clowning around pays off.
All that's just ahead on Good Company.
From the Twin Cities, it's Good Company. With your hosts, Steve Edelman and Sharon Anderson. With roving reporter Gary Lumpkin and the Good Company Company.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Good Company. Boy, we have a winner for you today. We're going to start right off with a man who is a very good friend of ours. And the last time that we had a chance to interview anchorman Stan Turner and his daughter Laura, Laura was only 10 years old. Well, that was 5 years ago. Yeah. Now Laura's 15. Stan was 32 when we originally interviewed him. And now he's still 32. Would you welcome, please, Stan Turner and Laura Turner.
The ageless, yes. The ageless.
Welcome. It's so nice to have you both back here.
Thank you. It's great to be back. At 32.
At 32,
yes.
Exactly.
Yes, and
you know, you have gone through the most amazing changes in your life, probably, the most dramatic you've ever gone through in the last 12 months.
That's right. Things coincided, Steve. Last summer, a marriage of 14 years came to an end, and coincidental with that was a change in my career here at KSTP. I'd done about 5 years as news director, KSTP Television. A rewarding, a tough time, interesting time indeed, but I found myself, because of the nature of that job, getting a little, well, not a little, quite a bit away from the daily news grind, the gathering and the disseminating process. The news director's job is a very tough one, a very critical job, dealing with a department of about 100 people and all that goes with that, and it's crucial. But I still found myself something like the grounded fighter pilot. I still wanted to climb aboard and get up and soar a little bit, so I wanted to get closer to the cutting edge of the business again. And fortunately, things worked out where I was able to get back in. And I consider myself a reporter. That's what I was here for a long time, and I still try to maintain those contacts. But the anchor thing is just fine. I still try to get out and meet some of those news contacts and acquaintances that I developed over the years and try and keep an oar in that way, too. So it's been very rewarding. the personal life has been a major adjustment for both of us, and that's never easy.
Well, how about that? I mean, how's that been? Now you're a single parent.
Yeah.
Laura's living at home with you.
Yeah. I think, in truth, the tough part of that is for Laura. It's always tougher for the children, I think, but she can explain it to you. But I'll tell you this: she has poured herself into her schoolwork. So proud of what she's accomplished scholastically, running about a B+ A- average, and that's the first year out of the chute after that happened. And she's, you know, really channeled or focused her energies, I think, in the right directions. And I'm not saying it's been easy, but she's been up to the challenge, and we're all very proud of her.
And Stan, you have 3 children.
Yes.
The other 2 are?
The other 2, John is working a window firm in Roseville. He's worked his way into a management level job there. And Katie is a graduate of the forestry school at the University of Minnesota, and she's doing some summer work with the forestry department in Utah. So
those responsibilities are pretty much over for you, and
yes,
Laura,
that's right.
Still raising Laura is a responsibility.
Yes. Or she raises me, too.
One or the other,
huh?
How does that work, Laura? Now, who's raising whom?
I think he's raising me.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Well, what's he like lately? We asked you that 5 years ago, and...
He's very strict, and I really like that. But he's very...
Really?
Yeah.
You like it?
Very pliable, though, too.
Pliable. That means you can get around him?
Yes, a little bit.
He says yes and no,
Yeah.
maybe a lot, yeah.
But please.
No, go on. What else?
Well, school is doing real... I like school a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Does he help you a lot with your homework?
oh, yeah, as much as he can. I mean, if I really need a lot of help, he will, especially in English.
Yeah. The books around the house.
Yeah, the
hopefully
books.
help you, yeah.
Oh, he's got lots of... a home library, practically, because he really likes to read.
Do you get some special treatment because you're the daughter of Stan Turner, of a celebrity in town?
Sometimes we do, but sometimes we don't. But a lot of my friends go, wow, your dad's really Stan Turner? And I go, yeah, it's just, he's like any other dad. It's just his job.
Sure. What's the main thing the kids ask you about him?
What's he like at home? I mean, does he sit there and read the news to you at home?
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
That's the funny part, yes. Looking into the mirror.
I cup the ear, too, don't I? Kind of.
No, we have a really good relationship at home. We like to joke around a lot. We just have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, speaking of home, we visited the home of Stan and Laura Turner. Let's take a look at that right now. You can see how they live. Now, this is the home that you lived in before.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to see here the person who runs the household. That's Wonder Cat Snoop, aptly named, I might say, yes. Curiosity has not yet killed the cat. There we are on the deck of the house, and this is a view through the living room window toward the backyard. We're lucky to have some foliage back there. And I'm a history buff, as Laura might have indicated there, and above the couch there is a print from the Minnesota Historical Society that portrays a canoe shooting the rapids in northern Minnesota. It was painted about 1879 by an English artist whose husband was involved in the fur trade. And the Historical Society had these prints made from the original oil, which is in Ottawa in the Canadian Archives. But it depicts a very interesting and critical period in Minnesota's early history. And as a family, we built the frame for this print, so we had made kind of a family project out of it. Ah, to your room, Laura. I don't know why that sign is there. But
Oh, I just found it out in the garage. So I said, well, I think I'll put it up.
All right.
But this is my room. I love animals, and I've had those for a long time, and I just collect them all the time. That's my mother. That's her prom picture from, I don't know the year, but not saying it's old.
she doesn't want you to know.
No, I love cars. I've cut out a bunch of pictures from Hot Rod magazine. I got started from a friend. I was at her house. She was looking through her brother's Hot Rod magazines. I said, wow, I like those. So I started putting them all over my room. That's Curious George. Really like Curious George.
Yeah.
I just love animals.
Yeah. Well, this is where Laura and I spend a good deal of our time. This is what we call the family room. It also doubles as kind of a study in the library, a den, music room. Lots of books and mementos here. So I don't know if we have a shot here, but this is a project. This is an uncle after whom I'm named. Stan Wick was a pilot in World War II. He was a Canadian. My mother's family are Canadian. And for the last 6 years, I've been doing research on the man after whom I'm named. He was killed in the war. He was, as I say, a bomber pilot, killed over Berlin. And I've always wondered about the man. Who was this man I was named after? I was born 5 months after his death. So his relatives, my mother kept his letters home, his parents kept letters home. That's his logbook right there, you see. And I think we'll come in close here. That's Berlin. That's the operation in which he was killed on March 24th, 1944. This started as a family project. I wanted to let my mother and her brothers and sisters know what happened to them, because of wartime censorship, you never knew much about what happened to these men. So I've been absolutely fascinated to learn that the British archives have tremendous reserves of documents to detail the actual missions they flew, what happened, what bombs they dropped, and these are audio recordings of the 3 survivors of his crew. 3 men managed to bail out that night.
And you've talked to them?
We've talked to them via phone, via tape recording. There's my uncle on the day he received his wings at McLeod, Alberta in 1942, and this is the crew. And as they posed for this picture, 2 weeks later, every other one, as they happened to have posed there, was killed. That's my uncle on the left there, and then so every other one, there, and there. So the other 3 survived and have dealt with them. But the average age of that crew was 21 years old. There's nothing, I want to tell you something about these men. They're not war types at all. I've talked to the survivors, and there was this joy of flying, the adventure of it. Once they got into it, they hated what they had to do. Of course, innocent people on the ground. The Germans died. Of course, the evil and the good was more clear-cut in those days, but it's a fascinating tale. It's a story I want to tell, mainly for the family, but if after writing it, it has broader application, broader interest, maybe we'll talk about a publisher. But I want to get the human side of these men. They lived on the edge of life and death every day, like most soldiers did. And they had a precise 50% chance of living, and 50% of them died in Bomber Command. Yeah. So it's been a rewarding thing, but it's like unlocking a vault, a secret passageway, and going back over the years and kind of discovering who this relative was. And I'm glad I'm named after him.
We want to have a chance to get into your career, how you started out. We even have a baby picture.
Oh, no!
It was just a little tyke, and we're going to get to that and some questions from our audience. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Myron Florin, here to tell you about the most sensational record offer in years. My favorite waltzes, polkas, and schottisches are all included in Polka's Greatest from Polka City Records.
Roll out the record player for great times with America's premier accordionist. You've enjoyed the music of Myron Florin for more than 3 decades on The Lawrence Welk Show. You've enjoyed his performances in the leading clubs and ballrooms across America. Now enjoy the same great music right in your own home. Polka City Records proudly presents Myron Florin performing Polka's greatest hits on a giant 2-record set. You get 24 of the greatest polkas, waltzes, and schottisches. You get songs like the Blue Skirt Waltz, Just Because, St. Paul Waltz, the Clarinet Polka Red Wing, and many, many more. Enjoy the danceable, heartwarming music of Myron Florin. Just $8.98 for records, $9.98 for tapes. Here's how to order.
Send $8.98 for albums, $9.98 for 8-track or cassette tapes to Myron Florin, KSTP TV, 3415 University Avenue, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
I'm Marcia Fleur, and this is Child Find in New Paltz, New York. This file cabinet is full of the names of missing children and searching parents. Where have all the children gone? Officials estimate that nearly 2 million children are missing in this country, and they admit that no one is looking for them except their parents. Starting Tuesday, we'll take a close look at the tragedy of missing children. Where have all the children gone? A special series of reports starting Tuesday at 10 on Eyewitness News.
Like any youngster, a new puppy's mostly all feet and appetite. Well, in time, he'll grow into those feet. But with that appetite, he'll soon outgrow his collar. Now, he can't tell you that his collar's too tight, that it hurts, pinches his neck, chokes off his air, makes it difficult to swallow. So remember, check your puppy's collar often. Make sure it's always big enough, always comfortable. It's the least you can do for a friend. You tell him, Muffin.
We're back with anchorman Stan Turner, born in Omaha, Nebraska.
Nebraska, yes.
Yeah.
I've heard of the place, yeah.
Fond memories of Omaha?
Absolutely. It's a wonderful town. Any other questions, Steve? I don't know that it's a wonderful city. I don't know it very well. My parents left with me, actually, when I was about 6 months old. So grew up in St. Louis Park here. So I consider myself a native.
Well, we have some pictures of you when you were just a little guy. We'll take a look at that right now. Maybe you can give us a little insight. Were you a good kid or a...
No, my mother says I was a kind of crybaby, actually. Yeah. I don't know why, but even I don't think I was crying there, but my mouth was open even then. That's about 1 year of age, I think, there. Yeah, so I started out as a blonde, the good Scandinavian that I was, and loved baseball. In fact, I had a crazy notion to make a career of that one time, so I played Little League Baseball for about 3 years, and that's high school graduation at St. Louis Park High. We've got our 20th class reunion coming up next month.
Are you going?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I'll wear blinders. So. This is about 11 years ago here at KSTP when I was anchoring the Saturday night newscasts. A chunky young man there, I guess. Yeah. I was a political reporter here for some time, and this was Hubert Humphrey's last stab at the presidency. That was taken in Eau Claire in 1972. It was a cold day, and looks like he's blessing me there, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes. I don't know. I remember that day. It was bitterly cold. Walter Mondale, when he was a senator. This is that fall. That's subsequent to November during the general election. This is the Leamington Hotel. That's Joe Carth to my left, and then Mondale and Don Fraser, who was congressman and now the mayor of Minneapolis. That was Democratic headquarters, obviously, and aha. 1976, this is the set of the KSTP election coverage that night in November, and one Steve Anderson and Steve Anderson and Sharon Edelman right there. Yes.
We did change our names when we were married.
That's right.
That's right. Now, this was taken in 1980 in Winnipeg at a aircrew reunion of British flyers in World War II, and that man on the right happens to be named Stan Turner. He was a Hurricane and Spitfire pilot in World War II and a friend of Sir Douglas Bader, the famous legless Spitfire pilot in World War II. So I prevailed upon him to have my picture taken with him, the namesake, yes.
You have been in the television business now for how many years?
Well, 15.
15.
14, 15. Yeah.
And looking back over all that time, what is the one thing that stands out as a real high point?
Well, I think it's right now. I'm just absolutely enjoying it. Obviously, we don't enjoy reporting the bad, the tragic news, but the excitement of the business has never been at a higher pitch. There's, as you know, so much going on, and everything affects all of us every day, and it's really a privilege to be able to be in a business where one can report these things to you. They may not make you feel real well some days, but it's a vital job, and we try to do the best we can, and hopefully our time on the air will be expanding over the years so we can bring even more to you.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how do you go about becoming an anchor person?
Well, I have a theory about that. I think, now there are really no hard, fast rules on that, but I think perhaps one of the best ways to prepare for that is to be a reporter, to be out on the street for some years, covering a variety of beats so that you have exposure to a wide range of people and a wide range of businesses and professions, so that ultimately when you get to the anchor desk, you can speak maybe somewhat knowingly, especially when you're reporting local news about the governor. Chances are you know him pretty well because you covered him at one point. And I think there's something that comes across to the viewer. Like Cindy Bricato's done the same thing. She's been a reporter as well, and she knows a lot of the people on whom she reports. So I think that's really basically the right kind of training. Yes.
How tall are you, and how tall is Laura?
Oh, that's a secret, ma'am. We can't get into that. I am just a touch under 6'4". Laura, you're 5'9"? 5'9". There we are, huh?
Very good.
Stick people, yes.
You know, Stan, in reading about you over the years, there's a comment that's consistently made that if there's ever a problem, Stan Turner is a man that can take care of it. You're always the man that's a rock at Gibraltar. If there's an assignment to be done, you can handle it. In your life, who do you turn to when you have a problem?
Well, I'm very fortunate, Steve, in having some very, very close friends, and I seek them out for counsel. No man is, or woman can be an island, can be truly independent. You've got to turn to some people, and I'm not at all ashamed to do that. There's a certain trait among Scandinavians, which I am one, and that is we tend to keep too much inside. I hate to make generalizations about ethnic groups, but we do, as a rule. And I've tried to learn to overcome that. But I do have some very dear friends, and if I get to that point, which I do sometimes, I'll talk to them, seek them out. It helps.
Question here, Stan.
Yes, my son's in radio in a small town, and I've been trying to get him to move to larger towns. He loves it there. He's had some offers. How do I get him to take the bigger towns?
Yeah, that's really oftentimes, it'll vary from person to person. It's just a function of how fast you can grow where you are. And also, I might tell you, it's a function of luck and timing. Auditioning or calling up a station that just at that moment happens to have an opening. That's how I got in, frankly, at the first radio station I worked at. It was a function of luck and timing, and I put together an audition tape, too. You have to have a high frustration threshold. You're going to get turned down a lot, as we all know in this business, but you got to keep at it. You've got to have the fire in the belly. You've got to be willing to go out there to Glendive, Montana, or Ball Club, Minnesota, Pay your dues. It may take you 2, 3, 4 years. You may discover that maybe the business is not for you, after all. But tell them to be persistent, to keep at it, and come into the Twin Cities and check the circuit make the rounds.
I'll tell him you said so.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
I'll take
Thank
all
you.
the credit if he succeeds, okay? And good luck to him.
Thank you both. Laura, thank you for joining us today. It's really a pleasure to see you again. Good luck.
Thank you.
Stan, always a pleasure to see you, buddy.
Steve,
What?
before we run, I got to give you asked me about who do I turn to?
Yeah.
I got to give all credit to my mother, too. She's one of my best friends and severest critics. She's a lovely lady.
Great.
Yeah, okay.
Stan Turner.
Thank you.
I think everybody's Mary Kate at the race.
The Italian Pie Shop knows you can't get better than the best. #1 in deep dish and thin crust pizza in the Twin Cities. Come for dinner tonight.
Flash! Cola history was made today with new decaffeinated RC.
Hooray, caffeine-free RC. You took the caffeine out. Hooray, caffeine-free RC. The taste just makes me shout. It's a great new cola with the taste that makes you say, hooray for me. It's not diet. I'm caffeine-free.
Come on and try it.
Hooray, hooray, more caffeine-free RC.
Entertainment tonight. Always new, always exciting. Next, a provocative look at the daytime soaps.
They're just keeping up with the times, I think.
Are they too sexy?
Soap operas will go as far as we as the audience will allow them to. We're not doing porn movies.
Then Joe Cocker, an update from life in the fast lane.
It's amazing when you've got 12 people on the road, you can burn up a lot of money pretty fast.
Entertainment tonight.
Thursday at 6:30 on Channel 5.
It's the greatest American family reunion, July 16th through the 25th, during America's greatest summer festival. Minneapolis Aquatennial celebrates Summer Break 82 with sporting events, arts and crafts, parades, and much, much more. And this year, with the purchase of your $1 skipper pin, you receive $25 worth of merchandise and service coupons. Be a part of the American family reunion at the Minneapolis Aquatennial Summer Break 82, July 16th through the 25th.
A thriving downtown benefits the entire community by attracting conventions, tourists, and new businesses. Your chambers of commerce, composed of companies both large and small, support many community, sporting, and cultural events in the downtown area. Be an active member of your Chamber of Commerce.
We are back. A little water here to get...
Of course. The kid needs
Going.
water. You know why she needs water?
Why?
Because last night at the Torchlight Parade, it was wild. Saying hi to everybody. Boy, that was exciting. It really was exciting.
Wild. It was just great. Of course, the Torchlight Parade is one of the big events of the Aquatennial. We were there. You were probably there. I think just about everybody in the Twin Cities showed up. It was packed. And I can't remember when I've seen Minnesotans with more spirit.
Isn't that
Can
the
you?
truth? No, it was
Everybody, I don't know if it was spirits or
Yeah, it was
spirit,
just
but
great.
whatever it was, they were
Yeah,
having a great time.
there was a lot of that, too. You should have seen the cleanup. It was unbelievable.
Oh, it was crazy. Well, of course, it started while it was still light. It started at 8:30, and people walked in, and they drove in, and they skated in, and a lot of people were there way ahead of time.
We've been here about an hour and a half, and Christopher likes to see clowns, and I didn't want to babysit my other little son, so I gave him to Mom and said, we're going to the parade.
There were terrific bands, outstanding twirlers, and there is Lynn Holly Johnson. She was the celebrity marshal for the parade this year. She, of course, was the star of Ice Castles that was filmed right here in Minnesota. And as usual, beautiful women on beautiful floats. This float carried the Queen of the Lakes, Lori Werness, and her court.
Everything is fine. Everyone is sailing on the old
crowd was just great, and there were lots of us there from KSTP, turned out. Of course, there's Bob Bruce from Eyewitness News. He is on the Lions Telethon for the hearing float. Marcia Fleur was also on that float, waving to the crowd. And here are the folks that bring you the Dick Pomerantz KSTP radio show. And there, of course, from good company, Craig Olson, Vicki Audette, and behind them, Mesa Kincaid and Gary Lumpkin.
Hi, boys and girls. Comments? Yes, we're having a great time at the parade, picking up souvenirs.
We got a heck of a time
and
keeping the
sailors.
women off of Gary here tonight.
Yes. I think I got something smudged on you right now, do I?
You do. You've got Vulcans have gotten Gary.
Yes.
And there we were, riding in the parade, having a great time. We got so much attention.
It was absolutely phenomenal.
Isn't it a
It was
surprise?
just great. Yeah. I mean, you have no idea how great it feels to be in a parade like that when, you know, when people who watch our show come up to us and really say, gee, we're glad you're here. It was wonderful for us. I mean, Sharon and I were looking at each other like, this is great fun.
We were just open-mouthed, and
Yeah.
as we drove through the crowd, it was like we were driving through a crowd of friends, you know, people
Oh,
that
yeah.
we knew. It was just great.
It really was nice. Thanks to everyone who said hi to us out there. It was really touching, wonderful experience for us. It's kind of, it was, you know, like a communion of some sort, like really coming together. It was really great. We loved it. We're going to do it again
really
next year.
was.
Hey, we can't wait. We made our reservations already.
Gee,
We
maybe
want to
we'll
get
be
out there.
in both parades next year.
Yeah,
How about that?
it was just fun.
It really was.
So, now it is time for what we call Good Bets. Now, Good Bets is when we go around the Twin Cities and we try to find out interesting places for you to go, or little items or services or something a little odd that we thought you'd like to be tuned into. And Sharon has the first one. It's kind of a new fashion thing.
Yes, if you have the new Vogue magazine, or rather last month's Vogue magazine, the June issue, there were some crazy glasses in there. And they looked a lot like this. These are fun sunglasses, and they're called alley glasses.
Allie?
Alley glasses.
Why
Isn't that funny?
alley?
Well, I'm not real sure. There's the layout as you saw it in Vogue magazine. And I have no idea why they're called alley glasses. They're just a strip of clear plastic, and you can use them for practical reasons. You can use them as sunglasses, or you can flip them up into your hair like this and use them as a headband if you want. Or you can just use them to look kind of strange, kind of new wave or punk.
You could wear them to your closest alley.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
They come in green and pink and yellow and blue. The world is beautiful through these.
I think you look great in
try
those.
this. This is great.
You think this is me?
Yeah, this is heaven. These are $10, and you
Okay.
can get them only at Frills at St. Anthony, Maine. They look a little strange.
Don't they?
Yeah. Anyway, those are
What
new.
a couple, huh?
They're new. That's what's going on now. Frills at St. Anthony, Maine.
And if you are looking for the perfect gift for that person that is so hard to shop for, do we have an idea for you? Now, we picked this up at a place called the Craft Connection. They are seeds, but they're called fantasy seeds. What's the fantasy? Well, let's say you want to grow your own man.
Look
Isn't
at
that
the face on that one.
strange?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get in a little closer on these, because here it says grow your own man, and there he is. Fantasy seeds. Here's the next one. Grow your own island. Now, if none of those turn you on, how about grow your own money?
Yes, we can all relate to that one.
And they're $2.25 per package, and actually what they are is sunflower seeds, but you don't get to that until you get to the fine print. Kind of a cute little gift.
And, you know, you moms and dads out there, sometimes you just want to go to the hairdresser, or you want to go to a movie, or you want to go to the dentist, and you don't want to have to get a babysitter in for the whole afternoon, or you don't have a mom that you can take the kids to. Well, there is a place that specializes in taking care of your children for just a few hours. It's called Kids Time Out, and it's located in Southdale Circle in Edina, right across from Southdale. And what you do is you take your children into Kids Time Out, and then you sign them up, give them any special instructions that you need. They hand you a beeper. You take the beeper with you, so you're in touch with them at all times if there's any kind of emergency. Then, if you're lucky, the kids will stick around long enough to wave goodbye, but generally they're off playing before you could even get out the door. And there are all sorts of different activities for the kids to play with. The cost for that is $2.25 an hour for the first child, $1.25 an hour for the second child, and they're only allowed to stay there for 3 hours. 3-hour time limit. But it's a great place to just drop your kids, because they have all sorts of good things. They have video games, and they have a big room that also has Disney movies and that sort of thing. So once again, it's called Kids Time Out. There are 2 locations. One is in Southdale Circle in Edina, and the other one is in Burnsville Plaza.
Do we have time for one more? Oh, we don't.
We
Oh,
don't.
do I have a wonderful
Ooh,
one
I
for
do
you,
too.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll show it next week, but I just have to give you a hint of what this is. There are records out now that you can actually sing to the record. In other words, they eliminate the singing part of the record, and you can sing along to it, but first they have a professional sing it, and then you sing it.
Oh, I see. You just wanted to go home and practice for next
No,
week.
I wanted to get you to sing this thing.
Oh, no.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
I'll
We'll
go
try it next week. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Take a look inside Minnesota Institute of Medical and Dental Assistants Incorporated. Here they're acquiring skills to enable them to work alongside a physician or dentist in a rewarding and highly respected position. As a part of their training, they'll serve an externship working with regular patients in a doctor's office.
I share responsibility with professionals.
You can join them. Call for our free informative booklet, 3 Reasons Why. Call now, 374-2742.
With all of the news going on in the world today, you need time to listen to details and hear every side of the stories affecting your life. That's why Eyewitness News at 5 focuses on one important issue every day, giving you in-depth reports that examine all of the facts. Plus, film critic Arthur Ballett gives you insightful movie reviews, and media commentator Michael Boyle keeps a watchful eye on the media. Eyewitness News at 5 on Channel 5, the news leader with new ideas.
I remember Grandma's stories about going away to summer camp. That was way back when campfire was just for girls, and outdoor living was a rather daring idea for proper young ladies. A lot has changed in 70 years. Now a summer of memories is waiting for Twin City boys and girls, and even moms and dads, at a price you can afford. Call for a free brochure. In St. Paul, 227-8077. In Minneapolis, 925-0205.
3, go!
Outward Bound is a wilderness adventure school located in northern Minnesota. It offers challenging programs that develop confidence, self-reliance, and teamwork. For further information, write or call for our free brochure. Outward Bound, 612-473-5476.
Most of us here in Minnesota hear the name Ed Marinaro. We think of the days he was playing football with the Vikings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when Ed
Absolutely.
was in town?
Sure.
What do you remember about him?
Well, the main thing is I think everybody said that Ed Marinaro was the biggest ladies' man in the Twin Cities. I mean, knew every woman in town, and every woman was after him, and he was after every woman.
Were you a little,
I don't know what happened once he left. I mean,
were you a little jealous at the time?
well, sure, that was before we were married.
That's right.
Were you
a
running?
single
What did you
guy,
think of-
And Ed was getting all the girls.
That's right.
Yeah, he had a purple Porsche.
Did he?
Yeah, that was the story. Ed was always driving around these beautiful women in this beautiful purple car.
How did you end up with me?
He left town. No,
But he
that's
came
not
back.
True. He did leave town. Recently, he was in town because he was here playing with the Duff Celebrity Tournament, and I got a chance to sit down and talk to him about his life because now Ed Marinaro is an actor.
Listen to me.
Most people recognize Ed, of course, from his role as Joe Coffey on Hill Street Blues. Here he is in a scene with fellow officer Lou. This man is indeed true.
What's that?
Ladies' man. Women in our office are referring to you as the new sex symbol on TV. How do you feel about that?
What can I say if that comes along with the turf? What's great about it is when our show first came on, they called us the most unattractive cast on television.
But you weren't with him yet.
No, but I mean, I still fit in with what the show's all about, or they wouldn't have hired me. If they wanted a good-looking guy, believe me, there are a lot of good-looking guys in Hollywood, better-looking guys than me, if you're just looking for a good-looking man.
A face.
A face, yeah. But that's not why I was hired, because they certainly didn't need that.
What gave you the confidence to keep on until you started getting those good roles?
Because I knew I wouldn't fail. I knew I was going to do it. I knew from when I started it. I went a different way than I had originally planned, but I knew I was going to do it.
Were you a good actor from the beginning?
Yeah, I was. I was natural. I'm a lot better because I have more experience now. I get better as I get experience. But I had enough positive reinforcement from people who I worked with, acting coaches, who said, you know, you're really good. And people were surprised.
You know, there are people who say it's impossible to top the life of being a professional athlete at his peak. That it's the best lifestyle in the world, and a lot of athletes spend years and years trying to recapture just the excitement of those years. Have you found the same kind of lifestyle or enthusiasm or joy for life? How can I put it?
No, that's a good question.
Since you
That's
left
a very
football?
good question, because I have. People ask me, do I miss football? No, I don't miss football. I'd be in a sad state of affairs if I did miss football, because I can't play it anymore. I mean, it's over for me. I have fond memories, and it was great. But what I'm doing now, I'm doing it at 32 years old. I played football when I was 22. You know, there's a 10-year gap. You change. And what I'm doing now, boy, I mean, it beats football hands down.
What is it you're doing now? You said you just shot
I just
2 weeks
finished doing a movie for television called Born Beautiful. It's not about me. It's about the modeling business. I play a photographer, a photojournalist. And she meets me, and I'm a photojournalist, and I teach her. She wants me to teach her about photography. And we developed this love affair. I did my first bedroom scene.
Nude?
Yeah. Well, that's the effect.
How was that?
It's great.
Yeah? Not embarrassing?
No. It was fun.
How did you feel going into it? You must have been nervous just thinking about it.
I was nervous for about the first minute when I got into bed next to this girl, you know.
How many takes do you have to do once you get into the bed?
Well, you know, they cover it in different ways. You know, they'll do one long shot, and then they'll do a close-up of her, then they'll do a close-up of me. I was probably in bed with her for 45 minutes or an hour.
Well, that's not so long.
Not long enough, no.
New Trident Mints invites you into a whole new world of cool, a world of icy freshness. New Trident Mints, shivers of frosty mint, sweetened without sugar. Nothing gets in the way of that tingly mint flavor. Trident Mints, cool refreshment, sweetened without sugar. Discover the breathtaking freshness of new Trident Mints, and welcome to a whole new world of cool.
You deserve a second look. Buy your first pair of prescription eyeglasses at the regular price, and you can purchase a second pair for only $18.99 from a special selection of lenses and frames. Only $18.99 for a second pair of prescription eyeglasses. You deserve a second look, and it's yours for only $18.99 at the optical departments at Sears.
You can trust us, you know that we care. The optical department at Sears.
And absolutely no extra charge on Match Game. We give you Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, McLean Stevenson, and...
Oh, a blockbuster in my life and a blockbuster game show person, Bill Collins.
And a chick from my ranch, the gorgeous Sharon Farrell. And my pal, Edie McClurg.
And we'll all be here on the Match Game. We're going to have a wonderful time.
Weekday mornings at 9:30 on Channel 5.
Hi, we're the Oak Ridge Boys, and today we're surrounded by children doing what children are supposed to be doing, having a good time. Just basically being children. Child abuse is a major problem in our nation today. We've been made aware of it time after time, but we're happy to tell you that somebody's finally doing something about it, and you can too. Write the National Exchange Club Foundation, Post Office Box 2721, Toledo, Ohio, 43606, and write them today.
You know, it was a couple of months ago, I think, when we sent our field host, Gary Lumpkin, to cover his first rodeo here in the Twin Cities. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but what did Gary do? He got up on top of a bull, and he rode this bull for about, 2 seconds, fell right smack on his back, and we were really afraid he was hurt. Fortunately, he wasn't. So a couple of weeks ago, we had him go cover the South St. Paul Rodeo, and he absolutely promised that he would not get on top of a bull. And he kept his promise, kind of.
The rodeo, an American institution right out of the Old West, and down through the years, the uniform has stayed just about the same. Boots and blue jeans and a wide-brimmed cowboy hat. But there's a new event these days, and the athletes in it are wearing a totally different kind of costume.
Well, by now, you're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute. Clowns and clown costumes aren't new to the rodeo. And you're right. But notice the solemn dignity, the deep concentration, the majestic intensity and style with which these particular cowboys get dressed. Oh, these fellas are much more than rodeo clowns. They're athletes. They're competitors. They are bullfighters. These rodeo clowns still do everything they've always done, provide comic relief and protect the cowboys. But now, they actually compete and are judged on their ability to fight the bulls. Well, more like tease the bulls and come as close as they can without getting run over or skewered by the horns. And that's the big difference. Clowning has always been important, but clowning is clowning. Bullfighting offers big money for the winners, and that makes it serious business.
In a regular rodeo, if you think you just have a 50-50 shot at getting away with a particular move, you might not try it, but in a competition, you're going to go ahead and go for it for the simple reason that the money's up, and that's the only way you're going to win.
That's amazing. That's a great event. I got to get a little closer, though, to see it close up.
Yeah, that's it.
Dave, that's it. Oh, pardon me just a second. I just watched Rick. Great action, but I want to watch from a closer angle. You got an idea?
Yeah, I got an idea. Just come with me. Come right over here.
Okay, here we go. Got the best seat in the house right here.
This is it?
This is the best seat in the house.
Holy cow.
Don't worry about it, it's all right.
Well, I asked for the best place in the house to sit. And this is about as close to the action as you can get. Pardon me if I don't pay attention just for a second. There's about to be a bull in the ring with me. Uh-oh. This is great. Oh, cow! Wait a minute. He's gone. Well, yeah, that had to be. Not too shabby, huh? That's bullfighting. Rodeo style, clown style. Where's that bull? See you next time. He could come back, you know.
Yeah, he can get out of there if he wants to.
He is fearless. He is. He really has a, actually, last time he rode the bull, he was a little bit hurt.
I'm not surprised. He hit hard.
I know. He will absolutely try anything. I don't know what he's going to do next. Right back. Stay with us.
Your health is one of the most personal and important parts of your life. Yet keeping on top of crucial medical breakthroughs can be a full-time job. That's why at Eyewitness News, you've got medical specialist Dr. Michael Breen covering this vital part of your life for you. Dr. Michael Breen lets you in on important medical discoveries, promising new treatments, and innovative techniques for detecting and curing disease. Medical specialist Dr. Michael Breen on Eyewitness News, the news leader with new ideas on Channel 5.
In these times of economic depression, agriculture is struggling to survive. But out of these struggles come solutions. I'm Country Day Farm Director Roger Kahn. On Ag Report, I deal with the people in agribusiness, asking questions to help you get through the difficult steps in farm management.
As important as government markets and finance are to agriculture, the bottom line is in the field. I'm Mel Stone, and I'll be spending a lot of time in the field so you get the full story on Country Day's Ag Report.
With drugs, I could be anything I wanted to be. I could make up my own reality. I could be pretty, have a good family life, and be happy. I finally belonged somewhere, and for once, I wasn't afraid. I had found a way to feel good, but it was with drugs instead of people. Are chemicals your best friend?
Changes in the city with people making it so. There's a festival of life downtown. Celebration going on. Those changes are looking good on you, St. Paul.
Roger Kahn is a nationally known sports writer, author of The Boys of Summer, and he has a new novel out now called The Seventh Game, and he's with us today to talk about, of course, baseball. And you, Roger, are in Minnesota country, a place where we are trying to play Major League Baseball without paying very high salaries.
Indeed you are.
We are indeed. What do you think of that? Do you think it can work?
It's kind of tough. I've heard the New York Yankees referred to as the New York Bankies.
Yeah.
What have you heard the Twins referred to as?
It was pretty warm last night. You got really fine air conditioning there in that Metrodome.
Oh, he rubs it in.
That was your first time in the Dome?
Yes, and I had been in Candlestick Park, which is in the Bay in San Francisco, where I was huddled in a raincoat, and it was bitter, and a little bit of weather shock.
Sure, there is talk of air conditioning the Dome, maybe, at some point.
It'd be nice. It's a little late for me.
It might happen.
Yeah.
You know, we hear a lot about baseball players, and we see pictures of their wives. You know, they always look good, and they're happy, and things like that. But you've gone behind the scenes, and you've talked to those wives. Are they really happy?
Well, you know, some are, some aren't. I think baseball is quite chauvinistic in its view of what a baseball wife should be. She should more or less be around. She gets the second car when the husband's on the road, look after the kids, and be grateful that she's a baseball wife. They have a hard time, the establishment in baseball, with liberated women.
Do they?
They do, and when a woman wants a career, the old line baseball people think that's kind of dangerous radicalism. The wife should be there, meet late flights. Very, very much pre-liberation.
The wives don't ever go on the road with their husbands, do they?
Well, there is a story. It's not the reason. A reason the seventh game is fiction is I wanted not to hurt anybody. So there's a story I can tell without names. A famous ball player who will be in the Hall of Fame, and his wife, unannounced, visited a hotel where the team was staying on the road. The player was not with anybody else, but he was with a lot of bourbon. The other players, some of the other players, were with groupies. And the needling that the ball player took, because his wife had dared go to the city of Atlanta without forewarning everybody, led to the breakup of that marriage. As I say, no names.
No names, we're all wondering. When I was talking to Ed Marinaro, part of what we didn't see on that tape was a discussion of how athletes are treated once they've been injured. He said once a football player has been injured, if he's on contract, that he's just treated like garbage. Everyone ignores him and treats him really bad. Is that true of baseball players as well?
Well, it depends on his potential to come back. But the players are a commodity, and when the commodity has no value, they're not treated well. And also, there is a kind of medicine that goes on in sports where the team wants the player back quickly, so you'll get cortisone and Novocaine and pumping a guy up, and I use somewhere where Johnny Longboat is given a drug called butazolidine. If that's found in a horse after a race, the horse is disqualified. But athletes can be put on that for 2 weeks, after which the medical euphemism is there's a little change in the blood chemistry, after which it might cause leukemia.
Really?
Yeah, so that's it. Sports medicine is very tough medicine. The doctor has not only the normal pressures of doing his job, he has the pressure of the athlete who wants to get back. There's somebody who's 19 who's taking his job, and he has the pressure of the owner of the team who is paying him, saying, I want that body back. So I wouldn't say that ball club medicine is the height of American medicine.
Now, we have heard that all major athletes are really coddled from the time that they're in college or high school to the time that they retire. And because of that, I've heard, I'm sure you've heard this, that there's kind of a syndrome where they are so taken care of by the team and they're so much adulation that when they come out the other end, they absolutely have no idea what to do with life. They can't handle it. Is that true?
Yeah, and in many cases, you'll find 43-year-old alcoholics. Where is everybody? Well, a ball player who hasn't played for 4 years becomes obscure very quickly. Sure, if you travel with a team, magic hands move your luggage, plane parks on the tarmac, no waiting for luggage, a bus takes you right to the airport. The Dodgers, the richest of teams, they have their own private 4-engine jet. They go to spring training, and on the Dodgers spring training base, pardon me, there's a different movie every night, free, and the wives are given aerobic dancing, and it's kind of like an enormous adult camp. And then something happens to the rotator cuff or the elbow, or you just can't move as quickly as you did before. Now, mind you, all the years you're in the game, the press is saying, how are you? How is your arm? What did you think when you, all the questions tend to develop your egocentricity. So it's a very tough thing, and I've heard it referred to, and I may refer to as the little death, when you can't do it anymore. I have one of my sons is an excellent athlete, and you always hear how wonderful it is for a kid. When he was very young, he scored 5 hockey goals in 3 days, and he got his name in a little small-town paper, and it wasn't so good for him. It made him more arrogant. I try to, calm him down a little bit and say, well, suppose you'd excelled in chemistry, which he sure wasn't. There wouldn't be the cheering. Nobody stands around a chem lab going, hey, nice experiment, kid.
Write it up in the paper.
Right? You score the goals. And we walked into the rink about a week later, and a little kid said, his name is Roger, like mine, did you really score 3 goals on Friday night? And he goes, yup. And I said, try to win with a little more grace.
So how are you handling that now?
I'm handling it now. He's grown a little bit now. And he asked me about going to play minor league ball, which I think he could do. I said, what would it be like? How much would I make? Money, money, money.
Yes, yes.
And I said, probably $300 a month. Where would I live? You live in a rooming house. With whom? What would the manager be like? I said, the manager could be a great father figure, or if you strike out with the bases loaded, he could call you names you have never heard from me. And he said, I don't think I'm emotionally ready for that now. And I was really proud of him.
That's interesting. Yeah, well, it's nice that he has someone who knows so much about baseball to come to and ask those questions.
Well, I hope his life more than baseball.
Yeah. Roger's written a lot of his experiences with the game in this book, The Seventh Game. I want to thank you for being with us.
Well, thanks for having me. It's really been a pleasure.
Roger Kahn. We'll be right back.
Looking forward to a vacation but worried about the high cost of flying? American Motor Coach Tours 835-5151 has the answer. Escorted fun tours to Eastern Canada and Nova Scotia, the Canadian Rockies, the Lake Superior Circle Tour, and finally the terrific All Motor Coach Tour on the Polar Bear Express into Northern Ontario. To receive a free copy of their brand new brochure detailing facts about sensibly priced, quality motor coach tours that originate here in the Twin Cities, call 835-5151. Out of town, call collect.
Good vibrations.
Sun-Kissed is giving out good vibrations. Sun-Kissed orange soda taste sensations.
Sun-Kissed good. Sun-Kissed good. Sun-Kissed good vibrations. Sun-Kissed good vibrations.
Sun-Kissed is totally good vibrations.
Vibrations.
Sun-Kissed.
powerful bestseller now becomes a major motion picture for television, The Seeker, starring Randolph Mantoux.
Thursday night at 7 on Channel 5.
Good afternoon. This is Cindy Bricata with an Eyewitness News Brief. They're finding all kinds of poisons and dangerous chemicals inside a house in Roseville. Authorities today sealed off the area as they began cleaning up. The MTC driver who shot a passenger got the boot today from the bus company, but the driver may appeal through his union. And it's third-degree murder charges for the two men who allegedly killed a Brooklyn Center woman during a shooting spree last weekend. More news and a talk with a human fly on Eyewitness News at 5.
The audience today from the North Suburban Patchwork Theater, and this is Shannon Maloney to tell us about the production that they're doing right now.
Right now.
Opened last night?
We opened last night to a wonderful house. We're doing No No Nanette.
That's great.
It's a great show at Alexander Ramsey. We have a great director and choreographer that you might know.
Now, who could that be?
John Command. We're running this week and next week at 8 o'clock and Wednesday through Saturday.
And No No Nanette, just tell people who don't know about it what it is.
Oh, No No Nanette is a fantastic dance show. I think I've lost 5 pounds last night, but I might have gained it back at the party. It's a very light plot with just a lot of songs that people probably know. Tea for Two and I Want to Be Happy.
Great songs and fun choreography, I'm sure, if John did it. Let's give a number. It's 636-5529 if people want tickets.
Yes,
right?
Please call for reservations.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon.
We have another theater group in the audience today. Mark Paulson is representing the Hill Murray High School Summer Theater, which is putting on...
We're doing 10 Little Indians this summer with our students. And then later in the summer, we're doing Once Upon a Mattress with our alumni and our faculty and our parents in the cast.
And 10 Little Indians is on starting when?
Opens a week from Friday and runs for 2 weekends until August 8th.
That's a fun play, a mystery, right?
Yeah, famous murder mystery.
Okay, and the tickets are how much?
$4 for adults, $2 for students, and $1 for children under 12.
All right, and if you want more information or if you want tickets, you call 777-1376. Anything else we should know about it?
Just come. It's a great show.
It's a good production, huh? Okay. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Steve?
This is your last chance to get in our Good Company Cruise Contest. We're giving away a prize 1 week in the Caribbean for 2 aboard the Royal Caribbean Lines. You'll fly down there by Northwest Airlines, and all you do is send us a card with your name, address, phone number, and birth date, and send it to Good Company Cruise Contest, KSTP TV, 3415 University Avenue, Minneapolis, or St. Paul. Get your card in by tomorrow because we're going to show our last 20 names tomorrow. If your name is shown, call us on our cruise line, and you will qualify for that big prize.
And our drawing is Monday.
Yeah.
So Monday, someone's going to know who's going on the cruise.
Coming up on tomorrow's show, you're going to meet Dr. Betty Jerome, who is a doctor to teenagers and others. That isn't Dr. Jerome on that bike.
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's right. Dr. Jerome is very unique, and you'll get to meet her on tomorrow's show.
And we're going to meet Mike Farrell as well, of course, from the hit TV show MASH. Well, Mike's other business, besides being an actor, is running a health food store in Los Angeles, and we'll visit him there.
Also, believe it or not, I am at a game show school there in Los Angeles with Sharon Anderson because we went to L.A. to figure out what it takes to be on a game show, and they gave us some lessons. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration for our Caribbean cruise vacation furnished for Northwest Orient Airlines, the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, and Air Jamaica. Special thanks to Hobbit Travel for making all of our arrangements for our cruise vacation to Jamaica. That's Hobbit Travel, St. Paul, downtown Minneapolis, and Edina.